Okay, the situation we're looking at is when my opponent is completely flat. Doesn't happen all the time, but this is the situation we're gonna have. Something that I need to do is keep him flat. So to keep him flat, I'm gonna dominate his hips. In a butterfly guard, we've gotta be very careful about how much sideways movement my opponent has. So we're gonna have elbows on the floor equal in line with his hips. The other thing that we need to keep in mind is with butterfly guard, strength comes when our knees get to 90. So his legs start to open up, then he's gonna become strong, much stronger. He'll be able to move me around with the legs. So my goal is to keep his heels pinned to his hips. And to do this, we need an active toe situation. We're gonna bring our knees into our elbows, and on this particular pass, this smash pass, I'm gonna face the exact same direction that I'm gonna pass. So if I'm facing my right, then I'm going to pass to my right. Renzo always told me one thing on this pass, and it never made sense to me until I started to actually get better at this, is we need to move in a square. So I need to move over, and then I'm going to move up, and then back over, and that's gonna help me pass around my opponent's knee line, versus in a circular motion. So what I mean by that is, when we move, if I move in a circle, Leo's gonna just be able to follow me, and I'm never gonna smash this knee down to the mat. So we need to move in a square fashion. My entire body is going to move sideways, and I'm gonna begin the movement with my far knee. So my left knee is gonna come to the middle of the hips, and then my entire body is gonna move out to the side. You might think that this is gonna cause a lot of space, but we're gonna fill that space by doing something very specific with our head. So we move with the left leg first, the right leg moves out to the side, and what that does when my chest begins to move sideways is it brings this leg down without me using my hands yet. But I must do something very specific with my head. If I keep my head facing the floor, the guillotine is imminent. He's gonna be able to reach around my head and grab a potential guillotine. So when we move sideways, I need to look up into the shoulder line. When we look into the shoulder line, you'll see that as he tries to sit up, it's not gonna happen. My head position is much different, much better, and I'm able to maintain a blocking format of the shoulder line, keeping him flat. Once we've moved to the side, now I use the fist on the floor. I'm a big believer that at no time I want to present this hand here because it opens up a gigantic space for underhooks and for kimuras. So when we block the leg, we use a fist on the floor and my elbow stays tight. Now it's time to get over the knee line. When we get over the knee line, I'm just going to flare my foot out, open the leg, and climb my leg very conservatively around the knee. Okay? I'm going to make sure that I don't bring my foot up to where he can grab or underhook. This is bad news for me. So we're going to make sure we are fairly conservative with our foot, and then we'll just go up on the toe at the very end, and that'll get me over my opponent's knee line, and now I can start moving up. So we're going to move over and up. I'm going to move inside, back into the half butterfly guard, and on this particular version, we're going to take a near underhook. I believe near underhook passing on half guard and half butterfly guard is a very good way to control an opponent. So that's how we're going to finish this variation. When we begin to move our body up with a near underhook, because of this half butterfly guard, I must put my right half butterfly guard. If I fail to do that, we may be moved out into ashigaramis, different X guards, things like this. So when I move up, I need to put my half butterfly guard to match Leo's half butterfly guard. At this point, my head is going to go into the mat. We're going to push down the far knee, and we're going to go ahead and mount. So a fairly simple ending to this whole scenario. So let's take a look at what's going on this opposite side. Again, I'm going to be passing to my right, but we're going to look at what's going on the left side. So as we get around the knee line, got our head up, I've moved around the knee line. I should point out one quick thing. As I move over, you're going to notice what my left hand is doing. As we move over, my left hand is going to be coming under the waist of my training partner or opponent. It's very important for our follow-up. Okay? So it's going to look to come underneath the waist. As we get over the knee line and start to slide back, now I don't need this hand as much. I know I've won my near underhook. So we're going to quickly put our butterfly hook in. That's going to stabilize my position. I'm going to remove my hand out from the waist, and we're going to bring our head well high on the mat. When we get to this situation with a near underhook and a half butterfly guard to offset his half butterfly guard, the only way he can lift me is straight up and down. As he lifts, I don't go sideways. I'm able to stabilize myself by pushing the right foot down. And the more he lifts, the easier it is for me to mount. If my opponent stays pretty conservative with the half butterfly hook, we just use our hand, we drive the hand down, and we go into our cross-legged mount. We'll go through some of the key details of what we need to make this pass work. So again, elbows block the hips. We move straight to the side with the left leg leading into the middle. 1, 2. I move to the side. My head is up. My left arm begins to hug the waist nice and tight. Fist on the mat. We get over the knee line by posting and walking aside. And now we're going to drive ourselves near underhook, back under the guard, half butterfly hook in, outside leg post, and we push the knee down to finish with into our cross-legged mount sonata.